Alrighty folks, so today we're going to do a little work on this area right back in here. This is where we had potatoes last year. As you can tell, it's kind of getting overgrown in grass. And then we're also going to do some area or some work over in this area here. That's where we had the other variety of potatoes. As long as we've got the tiller here that I'm borrowing from a neighbor, from a friend, I figured we might as well try and get this area really nicely chopped up. I think I'm probably going to have to get that back, I think, next week. So I'm going to try getting as much done with it while I've got it here. Now, for I think both of these areas, the first thing I need to do is go through and get all the large rocks out of it. I think you can kind of see one right there. I never got a chance to really do anything with this area before I planted in it last year, so I know this one's pretty bad. The other one I don't think is quite so bad because I've been in there for a couple years, but this side definitely needs a little bit of work before we can hit it with the tiller. Alright, so now that we got at least the most visible of the biggest rocks out of here, we're going to see what kind of damage we can do with the tiller. I'm hoping that it'll till just with that, but we may have to do kind of the same thing that we did with the high tunnel, where we went through with the middle buster first and then the tiller. That just gets everything loosened up a little bit. This area, I did turn it over with the plow, I don't know, maybe early this year, so it has been worked over, and it hasn't really been driven on, except for this area right near the end of the high tunnel. It hasn't really been driven on like the area in here was when we were building it, so I'm hoping that it'll just go with the tiller. Alrighty, so we're gonna see if we can't get this other area here tilled up next. Before we can do that, I gotta get my hay rake moved out of the way. So I guess we'll just bring the Massey over here and use the bucket on that to kind of lift up on the front end of that and pull that out of the way, and then we can get this area tilled up. All right, so we got the tiller swapped out for the middle buster, the potato plow, and so this morning we're gonna see if we can't get some furrows dug through here and get some potatoes planted. All right, we got all of our furrows in there, and oh man, they went in so nice with this nicely tilled soil here. In previous years when I've done it, of course, I've gone over it with the disc, but that just doesn't get it broken up as nice as this does. So they were always a little bit lumpy, and I had to go back and kind of scoop them back out a little bit with the hoe or something. But these are ready to go. This is real nice. I like this. So at the time of filming right now, I'm probably a week or two later than I probably should be for getting these out, so I'm a little bit late. Now by the time the video goes up, I don't know how late it will be at that point, but it's not as late for me as it is for you guys. But I've got some leftover potatoes from last year. These are the red Pontiacs, I think, red Pontiacs. And as you can tell, they're ready to go in the ground. They're sprouting like crazy, and these are smaller ones, so I'm not going to bother cutting these up. I'm just going to throw them in a hole and be done with it. Some of these I definitely could cut up smaller, but I've got enough of these that I really don't think that I need to do any cutting in order to fill out this area. We'll see. I may get halfway through and realize I didn't have as many as I thought I did. All right, got them all in. We had more than plenty to fill all of our rows up through here. I got eight rows, but that's including a little tiny, I don't know, 10-foot long one on the end there. But yeah, plenty to go around. In fact, I went back through. I had a bunch of small ones left at the end. I started going back through and kind of adding in an extra one where there were other small ones along through there, just in case some of those didn't take. But yeah, it should be well seeded in all of these rows. So now I'm just gonna go through, cover them all up, and I'm actually not even gonna water them right now because tomorrow we're supposed to get like an inch of rain, I think. We'll see what we actually get, but I think I'm just gonna leave them, and if it needs a little more water after tomorrow, I can do that later. Well, I bet you that's not the video you thought you'd be getting middle of June now, is it? Needless to say, I'm a little bit behind in getting stuff posted. I got a bit behind while we were working on fence. I was still working on other projects like getting stuff planted, but I just didn't get around to getting the videos posted. So hopefully we'll be getting caught up on that sort of stuff here over the next few weeks or so. But it's going to be a bit behind. Hopefully I'll also be doing a little update on stuff in the high tunnel. This is the dill. It's the tallest I've ever seen dill get before. It's just about as tall as I am, which is not saying a whole lot, but it's the tallest I've ever seen for dill. So, but we'll hopefully be doing something on this here in the near future as well. And we've been getting hay up and stuff like that, so we'll have all sorts of videos and all sorts of stuff here over the next few weeks. So that is going to be it for today's video. As always, I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you next time.